I do remember that. So that costs shards to do because it's potentially quite powerful. Interestingly, if you duplicate that card, that costs shards too. So, which is kind of a rule break. Every other time that you can duplicate a card, it's free. Like it doesn't cost you what the original card cost. It just does it. But I think because they must have realized those are so potentially powerful that they can't let you just duplicate them without taking on extra difficulty. So yeah, that stuff is cool. I didn't get deep enough into it in the free weekend they did, and now it's back. It's out of beta now. You can't. Sorry, it's not out of beta. The closed beta is over, so you can't play it currently because it's also not finished. But when it is released, you'll be able to buy it. The new faction, the Worms, are their new mechanic is. I've got to get all this fantasy terminology right. It's echoes.
Oh, it's
like,
by worms.
So many...
Are we talking? I'm trying to think. Exciting little wriggly things. Or we're talking dragons. Dragons.
To be honest, neither. They're kind of their visual design wasn't super memorable to me compared to those wax boys.
Wax boys. I mean, where can you go from there?
How can you compete with the wax boys? They just sort of look like generic fantasy monsters to me, with a lot of like tendril kind of bits to them. One of their main mechanics is that you can, if you play a card that has the infused property, which all of your starting cards will have, you add an echo to that floor, and the echo's kind of like this floor kind of has some energy imbued in it at that point, and then the other cards will either spend those echoes or they will just benefit from them. And to me, the most powerful thing, it seems to be one of the champion upgrades, is that they will gain +5 attack for every echo on the current floor, and you can build it up to like 5 echoes, so there's just attack. And they also do that to all friendly units. So they make all friendly units do +5 attack for every echo. So all your friendly units are getting +25 attack. And if you obviously put like a multi-strike unit there, that's going to benefit from that 3 times. So it's getting +75 attack, essentially.
Nice shot.
And that seems really powerful, especially because one of the other units is a dude who gains armor and attack every time you add an echo to the floor. So every time you add an echo, he's gaining that, but then if he's on the same floor as the champion's also giving him 5 attack for that, and so he can just snowball out of control. And obviously you put multi-strike on him, you put the big stone that makes him super powerful and super tough on him, and that all just seems to stack and synergize super well. All the stuff that actually spends echoes never seemed worth it to me, because it's, like I say, just those.
Hello?
You benefit so much from those, and you have to choose where to invest your echoes. You don't get them for free. You know, you've got to play a card to make it happen. And so even when I tried to like have my killer main floor with all these guys who were getting super powerful from all the echoes and just leaving the echoes there, and then I thought about having like a second floor where, okay, on this floor I have things that spend echoes that give me sort of different benefits, and I'll just put some echoes on that floor whenever I can. That didn't really work out, because really you just want to keep putting your echoes on the place where it's going to benefit for free, because you can do that. You can spend echoes over your maximum, even though the maximum's 5, you can still stack them up above that, and it'll reset down to 5 next turn. So you can't permanently go over that, but you can for this turn, when that's affecting your attack so much, and your attack is on like the first floor and you've got shitloads of enemies you want to chew through, that's kind of what you want to do, is you just want to stack up loads of echoes, get loads of damage, and kill everything. So to me the balance doesn't feel right yet of things that benefit from echoes versus things that actually spend them. But I often feel that with Monster Train. I often have that feeling, like imps for the Hellhorn. You know, it just seems like everything else the Hellhorn can do is way better than using imps. And imps were, I think, completely useless until the recent update. The recent update did add an imp-based hero, and I've had some wins with her now, so it's possible to make imps work, but it still feels like you're working against the grain. Like it's you'd be better off just ignoring it and just going with the thing that seems super overpowered, because it is.
It's nice to see it continuing. Like, did you play what other factions did you play with the Worms? Did you find any nice little?
Yeah, I was trying. with the Umbra because I wanted them to eat morsels and get more powerful. What else did I do? I think I did Awoken. I think Awoken are kind of my favorite, maybe just because